Good morning, children. We'll start with the lesson Rise in Nationalism, which we have done it. We'll start with the second part. Mahatma Gandhi wrote a book named Hind Swaraj. It's a very famous book. In the year 1909 he wrote. And that time he declared that British rule was established in India with the cooperation of the Indians. So that is why the people or the movements could survive, that is, people could survive due to cooperation with the British. And they have always cooperated with the rule of the British. If Indians refused to cooperate, British rule in India, definitely the British rule will collapse within a year and Swaraj would come. So therefore, he started the non-cooperation movement in the year 1920. So we'll see the stages proposed for the non-cooperation movement in India. First one is the methods which were followed. Renunciation of titles. Subramaniam Iyer and Rabindranath Tagore renounced the honorary title Sir that they received from the British. Gandhiji returned his Kaisar-e-Hind medal. People resigned the jobs, like many officers resigned, lawyers they resigned, and third method, boycott of legislatures. Many people refused to cast vote when the elections to the legislatures were held. It was followed by the boycott of schools, colleges, courts, etc. Fourth one, non-payment of taxes. Remember, children, here, not cooperating with the British in any way. So, non-payment of taxes, this was also one of the powerful method of fighting an oppressive government. They were not only ready to recognize the government legitimately. So, these are the methods, and foreign cloth was burnt in bonfires, picketed the liquor shops. So, these were some of the methods which were being methods adopted in following the non-cooperation movement. Now here the non-cooperation became a mass movement as the years came. Non-cooperation, which was launched in the year 1920 under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi, aimed at protesting against the injustices done to Punjab and Turkey and to attain Swaraj. Educated, middle class led the movement in towns, cities, educational institutions, courts, foreign goods were boycotted. Council elections were boycotted in all provinces except in the Madras, where the Justice Party of non-Brahmins contested. Peasants organized movements against talukdars, landlords in the villages under the leadership of Baba Ramchandra. Tribal peoples started an armed struggle in the Gudam hills of Andhra Pradesh under the leadership of Alluri Sitaram Raju. Under the leadership of Baba Ramdev, Kisan Aut Sabha was formed. Baba Ramchandra and Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Under their leadership, the Kisan Aut Sabha was formed. Tribal people started an armed struggle in Gudam hills of Andhra Pradesh, where Alluri Sitarama Raju's contribution is unforgettable. Workers in the plantations of Assam started a struggle to get the right to free movement. So these are some of the methods which made the non-cooperation on a mass scale. On economic front, if you see what was the effect or impact of the non-cooperation is, the effects of non-cooperation on the economic front was more dramatic. Foreign goods were boycotted, liquor shops were picketed, foreign cloth was burned in huge bonfires. The import of foreign cloth halved between 1921 and 1922. Its value dropping from 1 rupees 1 not 2 crore to rupees 57 crore. In many places, merchants, traders refused to trade in foreign goods or finance foreign trade. As the boycott movement spread, as and when it started spreading, the people began discarding the imported clothes, wearing only Indian clothes. Production of Indian textile mills and handlooms went up like anything. So complete support was there for the non-cooperation movement. Coming to the next topic, differing stands within the non-cooperation movement. The movements in the towns and cities, we'll see. Educated middle class led the movement in towns and cities. Educational institutions, courts, council elections were boycotted, foreign clothes were burnt in bonfires. People began to use khadi clothes. This is how the khadi has come into the arena. Government servants resigned their jobs, liquor shops were picketed. So this is how this were the differing movements. And the non-cooperation movement while it has slowed down, after some time it became slow in the towns and cities because khadi cloth was very costly. The poor were not able to buy them. Indians boycotted the British institutions like courts, educational institutions. But 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, how long they are going to be away from them? There are no other alternative institutions being set up. And consequently, teachers, children started going back to schools and the lawyers started going back to their courts. So this is how the movement had been slowed down in the towns and the cities. Now what were the causes for the movement in the countryside, villages? In Awadh, the peasants movement was organized by Baba Ramchandra, and it became against the landlords and talukdars. Reduction of rent, abolition of begar were their main demands. In many places, Nai, Dobi, bands were organized by panchayats to deprive the landlords of the services of the barbers and the washermen. In June 1920, Jawaharlal Nehru began going around the villages in Awadh and talking to the villagers, trying to understand their grievances. By October, the Kisan Out Sabha was headed by Jawaharlal Nehru and Baba Ramchandra and a few others. So within a month, over 300 branches had been set up in the villages around the town, around the villages and around the towns. So the role of Baba Ramchandra, where he has led the peasants movement in Awadh against the talukdars and landlords. He demanded again reduction of rent, abolition of begar and boycott of land. So he had contributed a lot in the formation of Awadh Kisan Sabha with the help of Gandhi. Now coming to the next topic, children, it's a tribal movement. In the Gudam hills of Andhra Pradesh, tribals started a movement under the Alluri Sitaramaraju. Tribals wanted to get back their traditional rights over the forest. The methods followed by tribals and the peasants were against the Gandhian method of non-violence. They followed violent methods of struggle, which Gandhiji did not like. Now, the contribution of Alluri Sitaramaraju, as being a tribal person, he led a movement in the tribals, Gudam hills of Andhra Pradesh. Many people considered him as the incarnation of God. They believed that he had many special powers. He supported Gandhiji and asked his followers to wear khadi, stop drinking, but he organized an armed struggle against the British. So his role, his contribution is great. Coming to the next topic, movements in the plantations. Workers in the plantations of Assam demanded the right to move freely in and out of estates. They opposed the Inland Immigration Act of 1859, which took away the right to free movement. When they heard about the non-cooperation movement, they moved to the villages. They thought that Gandhi Raj was coming and everyone would be given land in their villages. However, they were caught and they were brought back by the British. Part 3 will continue next.